Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video.
I am not lying when I say this may have been the best trip of my life. We spent the first 2 weeks of April back home in Peru, and one of those weeks we visited my family in Tarapoto, Peru. This is a vlog sharing a bit from those days. Our week was full of hikes, ceremony in family, and cooking. I am so happy to be able to share my love for nature, bodies of water, the birds, and mushrooms with my loved ones. It was beautiful to also get to share moments in ceremony, from drinking cups of cacao to singing songs and doing flourishment baths together.
En contraste.
Mariposa monarca.
La selvita que nos sana, que nos alegra, que nos alinea. La selvita que nos recuerda las cosas importantes en la vida y que el verdadero lujo en esta vida es simplemente estar vivo. Before we continue, I want to take a minute of your time to thank today's video sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is the virtual home of my website, art portfolio, online shop, and email campaigns. I've been using Squarespace since 2018 and I couldn't recommend them enough. With our professional portfolio designs, it is super easy to display my work in an aesthetically pleasing way, which also highlights the details of my art thanks to their automatic image scaling. And with their email campaigns, I'm able to make beautiful newsletters thanks to their templates and schedule them ahead of time. If you're interested in trying out Squarespace, you can use the code Caro Arevalo to get a sweet discount in your next purchase of a website or domain. Thanks again, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. My sister and I share our love for many things in life, like observing flowers, mushrooms, and painting, to honor nature and celebrate it. When we are together, we always find time to paint together and chat about life. Sisterhood is one of my favorite things about being alive. I am not lying when I say this might have been the best trip of my life. Not only for the days shared doing simple things like cooking, chatting, and celebrating in nature, but also because we convinced my dad to go to the river with us, where he hadn't been in the past 15 years or so. My dad lives in the jungle, but he is a homebody and doesn't really go out hiking much. And during my last visit to Tarapoto in January, my sister invited us to make a beautiful flourishing bath at the river with medicinal plants from the jungle.
Esas papitas. Estas son las chirimpampana, que hay que chapearlas en el agua. Así. Mi camarita de... Ya se, ¿no? Como sobándolo con las plantas también. Ahora shinkaya. El motocarro. Chirimpampan, que es como una especie de yuca medicinal, y la frotamos con las plantas con las que hicimos el baño. Sí, muy buenas. Que a esta le hemos puesto lavanda, caléndula,
It was a beautiful and healing experience, and we really wanted to do this again this time. Ivo came with me to this trip, so I really wanted to share this beautiful practice with him, and we also invited my dad to join. He said several times he was very busy, but at the end, we ended up convincing him, and he ended up coming with us. Lore and I got all the medicinal plants and flowers at the market. We did our brew with lots of intention and took it with us to the river. We also gathered honey and cider and made our way to the Alto Chilcayo River. Down at the river, my dad, who is 75 years old, started a water fight with everyone. And once we were all soaking in the waters, he said, "I cannot believe I almost missed this." For our flourishing bath, first we had to use the ciders as soap and cleanse our whole body, taking away everything which doesn't serve us any longer. After we finished with the cider, it was time to bathe ourselves in honey. Thanks to the cider, it flows super silky through your bodies. And after the honey, we cleansed ourselves with the medicinal flowers brew, welcoming in new beginnings, new opportunities to a fresh start with gratitude. I will never forget that afternoon together in the river. It was literally the best moment of my life. Lastly, we also visited Taquihuasi, a research and healing center where they do research and deep work with medicinal Amazonian plants to heal addictions and help people come back to themselves. Taquihuasi has a beautiful medicinal garden, and Edgardo Tuanama gave us a tour through the whole property as well as showing us the different stages of their healing practices. It was really beautiful to see how there are places in Tarapoto that really honor and walk the path of their sacred medicines. Within my last few trips to the jungle, I've noticed how a lot of irresponsible ayahuasca tourism is growing, which is both dangerous for the tradition, the communities, and the people who come searching for it. So it really brings my hopes up that places like Taquihuasi take their work super serious and it's made with lots of intention. Thank you, my dear jungle, for always making my heart feel full.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear jungle, for always making my heart feel so full and happy. This land carries me.